It's time, everybody. The playoffs have returned here in the Houston Texans. Madden 21 Rebuild franchise. Welcome, everybody, to episode 62. The last time we were doing this was back in episode 10, and I've been putting out these episodes quite frequently since the beginning of the year. That was in late January. It's been forever since we've seen this team play a playoff game. It's our first since the first season, and now in the 2027 year, coming off our best season of the series, it's time to see just how far this team can go. It was a very fun season that got off to an exciting start. The familiar struggles in the middle of the season had me worried, but we played well enough down the stretch, albeit inconsistently, to make it to the playoffs at 10-6. You don't go 10-6 without some ups and downs in your season, but thankfully, a lot more ups this year. And now we're set to take on the Indianapolis Colts. It's our third meeting of the year, and this is a team that handed us 2 of our 6 losses. First one was back in week 9, a 17-0 blowout, and that ended a nice 5-game winning streak and began our greatest struggles. We ended up watching both games against the Colts, and neither were very competitive or close, and they were Shadon Roseman's worst games of his season. Only a $158 in the first one with a pick, unable to get into any sort of a rhythm offensively. And in the second game, it was a little bit better. We scored points, which was nice, but we were still dominated, and Roseman threw 2 more interceptions. If we are to sort his stats here by passing yards, 2 out of his 3 lowest outputs were against the Indianapolis Colts. Obviously, in those games, were 2 out of his 4 where he did not throw a single touchdown, and 1 of his 3 multi-pick games came against the Colts. Overall, no touchdowns, 3 picks, 368 yards over the course of 2 games. And then for quarterback rating, not my favorite stat, but it's useful for comparison's sake, I think, his 2 lowest against Indy. Oh, also, yards per attempt, 2 lowest against the Colts. It's no surprise, this is the team that gave us the most issues. The question is has Roseman improved enough to play better against the Colts? And is the offense, now that's been more refocused around Robert Penn, better equipped to take on Indianapolis's defense? Taking a look at the end of the season play here for Penn, we saw him start to get a few more carries, 20 here in this game against the Saints, 16 in this sim game against the Bills, and then he got hurt in week 17, so he carried 12 times, but Marcus Gillislee came in and played really well. So I think the running game played a really big role in us getting to the postseason, and if we are to have a chance against the Colts, we need to have a different plan, and we have one. We battled through some injuries this season, but the Texans are now very healthy, and the Colts are missing 4 players. 3 defensive starters, including Darius Leonard, who actually scored a touchdown in the first game against us, a safety in the second game. Doesn't look like he's going to play. Dalvin Everett is also going to miss some time. He's a second-year corner. And Keontae Jones, an inside linebacker with an Achilles, he's going to be missing half a year. We're still going to see the Colts have a lot of talent defensively, but they're not at full strength. So it might be a little bit easier matchup. We might have a better scheme for us to succeed. And at the end of the day, I think that Roseman has to play a lot better than he did the first 2 games. The Colts did some really good things offensively in those games as well. We can't overlook the fact that Jameis Winston played 2 really solid games, and we didn't play well defensively in either matchup. Well, I guess the first one was 17-0, but the second one was more of a mess. One player that stood out this year that I wasn't expecting is David Perkins, who led the team in interceptions this year. Now a 3 awareness boost. That's going to be really nice. That's up to 82. He made a lot of plays. He might be more of a long-term starter all of a sudden, or at least, a couple years. How about your favorite fullback, Russ Watson? Maybe next year we change up his number, something in the 40s at fullback or something. Not exactly what I expected when we traded up for him. but it's probably been more fun this way. The Colts were one of the lowest scoring teams in the league this year, and we weren't really that far away. So I'm expecting a lower scoring game. I think we'll play better, and I'm expecting more like 40 to 45 combined points. The Colts do have a very good pass rush, so we have to be careful with that. Ours is even better. 70 sacks in a season is pretty phenomenal, and you have the two best scoring defenses. So this team was dominant against a lot of different teams, but to do it twice against us, we've got to show that we're a different team now. Third meeting, Texans and Colts, and if we win, we meet the Baltimore Ravens. Let's play some football. It is extremely difficult to beat one team 3 times in one season. Perhaps we've learned enough from these 2 losses and the changes we made as a result of those losses to finally defeat Indianapolis. It's going to take a really strong game offensively, and against this offense, I think that we need to make sure that we can force some more mistakes. We did not do that well enough in the first 2 meetings, as Jameis Winston protected the football and made a lot of plays. So welcome everybody, playoff football returns to the channel. I never thought this day would come. But here we are at the 21, starting with a run. Robert Penn to the outside, and there is nowhere for him to go. Again, the injuries that the Colts are dealing with should have some sort of an impact, but there's still DeForest Buckner. He's extremely good. Bobby Okereke as well. On second down, flag on the play and through the hands of Dante Hairston. Had he caught that off the juggle, he might have gone the distance. But we got an unnecessary roughness call here, roughing the passer. We will take the first down any way we can get it. 1st and 10 for the Texans. Buckner applies pressure and the pass is intercepted. A flag on the play. This is going back. Come on! Robert Penn can't make the tackle. Is this going to come back? A pick 6 on the errant pass, but there was pressure. And it's going to be a 2nd straight roughing the passer call. What a break. We can't rely on those all day, though. Colts fans not happy about the call, as we will continue at the 49 of Indy. They gave us 2 first downs, and now it's a run to the right with Manny Grubbs. Short gain. Cincinnati victorious over Buffalo. No surprise there with how good the Bengals are in this series. Coming off the Super Bowl title as well. 3rd and 5 here for the Texans. 2 receivers top of the screen. Have to get to the 39, and the dump off is hauled in. There's Grubbs with the first down catch. Sending some pressure on 1st and 15. This is dropped by Amari Jones. We do not see that much from him. Already a couple of throws have been dropped here for Houston. That sets up 2nd down and 15. Now they throw it quick to Candidate on the outside. Good tackle after a gain of 3. So we have some work to do here to get in field goal range. I'm not sure Blankenship can hit the 54-yarder from here. So 3rd and 12. Roseman under pressure. Gets it away, and that is over the head of Jones, landing harmlessly in the middle of the field. So it looks like we'll bring out the field goal team. Can Blankenship get enough behind this? 54-yard try. On its way! No good! And the Colts will take over. Well, that gives Indianapolis a very short field. Jameis Winston starts with the handoff. And there goes Marlon Mack up the numbers. He's across the 40-yard line and gets 21 yards on his first touch. He was really good the last time we played. And so has their 2nd running back. Now I'm forgetting his name. He's in the game now. I just can't remember his name. It's a screen pass, and it's well covered. Ends up being a loss of 1. They're in a very similar situation to us. That's right, it's Glenn Barkley. Barkley to the left of Winston on 3rd and long. Pressure off the edge from Beverly, and the pass is caught out of bounds. Somehow that wasn't broken up, but at least the sideline's there. So a 53-yarder. This for the first points, and it's wide left. Both teams start out missing field goals of similar length, and we'll take over. Here is Shadon Roseman. Buckner applies the pressure, and he has to throw this one away. That's what we're missing, though, across this offensive line. There's no one dominant to match up with some of the elites. There is Amari Jones on the catch. That'll move the chains. I like to see us get the ball out quick today when we do decide to throw it. I don't want to take too many chances there against Buckner and seeing Roseman get hit as he throws and leading to interceptions. Penn up the middle. This defense is just so sound. As much as I want to run the football, you got to be able to do it successfully too. We haven't yet. Roseman throws quick. Caught by Norwood. And that should be a first down. Sending some pressure again off his back foot. Caught by Norwood. Inside the 10 and spun down at the 8. Nice job by Shadon Roseman finding the open receivers against the pressure. Now trying to score the game's first points. We've taken it inside the 10. Here comes Jermaine Candidate in motion. We keep it in the air. Roseman met by Buckner and taken down back at the 19. That's exactly what we have to avoid as much as possible. Going to be hard to get more than 3 now, but back to pass on second down. Got 5 yards back now, third down and 14. Going with the bunch to the right, Candidate on the left. Not sure what we have dialed up here, but Roseman scans, dumps it off to Penn, who circles back to the 13, and that will bring out the field goal team for a much more makeable kick. Both teams, though, getting across midfield, and it's been very evenly played here in the first quarter. Houston leads. That is progress against this team. Winston facing the pressure, throws it quick, and that will go for about 2. What we saw in those first meetings were a lot of good catch and runs for this Colts offense, and a great running game. Off the fake now, complete to Young, up to the 30. He's stopped there. Third and short now. Looks like extra tight ends on the field. And Marlon Mack up the middle, sidesteps and picks up 7. Nice run. Still waiting for the game's first punt. A fake, and Beverly brings down Winston back at the 31-yard line. That gets a loss of 6. On to the second quarter. Colts looking for a conversion. They need the 47. Will bring extra pressure. Reiner applies the heat, and it's intercepted. Took it away. And this is Underwood on the pick. What package are we in to where he's getting on the field here? Third safety, Trevor Underwood, in his second stint with the Texans. Great play as it was underthrown behind Young. We will take it. Massive takeaway for Houston. You'd love to see us capitalize now with a touchdown. A field goal would be pretty disappointing here. Starting at the 31 of Indy. Roseman in trouble again and gets sacked by Chase Winovich. Now you're not in field goal range. You want to make sure you at least get that. And Robert Penn will get us close. I don't know. Blankenship missed the 54. I don't think 53 is close enough. So hopefully you get something here. Third down and 15. Here's the pressure again. Roseman completes it for a minimal gain. And we're going to try this now. It's a yard closer. Maybe a yard and a half would be nice. Blankenship from 53. He misses wide left. I think he actually had the distance, though, to hit this kick. A couple missing left, and the Colts will take over. We've seen some short fields. Nobody able to really capitalize. We waste the turnover. Colts get it back. Glenn Barkley up the middle, drag down. 5-yard gain. As the Colts have it at their own 48 now. Solid protection, and Winston can't complete the pass. David Perkins flying in with the left hand. Really love the way Perkins is playing in coverage. He's taken over that role and replaced Justin Reed, I think, really well. That sets up 3rd and 5. Will we see the first punt forced? Winston, nowhere to go! He gets sacked by Beverly for the 2nd time. You could just see the pocket collapsing around him. Somebody was going to get to him. Well, this is playing out like you have 2 of the top defenses, so 3-0 isn't all that surprising. Wasn't expecting a ton of points today. On the slant, this is caught by Amari Jones, and he'll get out to the 33. It's still been a pretty pass-heavy game plan, but Penn has gotten some carries and finally gets some space up towards the 1st down marker, and they will give it to him. Perhaps we'll see some more running if we get some plays like that. This game does not like running when it's not working. Back to pass on 1st down. Roseman's got to make a decision and decides to throw it away. 10 for 15, only 79 yards. Again, we're not seeing big plays against this defense. You got to go for consistency. 2nd and 10, Roseman again to the right sideline. That's why I want to see us stick with the running game a bit more, even if it's not working that well. 3rd and 8's better than 3rd and 10. And Roseman has this batted back by Buckner. That's a 3 and out, and the first punt has been forced. 3-0, and the Colts set to take over. Deep punt by Bailey. And gets a block, and will be up to the 18-yard line. Colts take over inside their 20. This is some of the worst field position anybody's seen today. Flag down. Is this on Ferris for roughing? They got called for it twice, and now another one. Here's Winston on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Way downfield. This one's caught! Against Isaiah Fletcher, emerging with the football. That's a 48-yarder. I can't remember who number 84 is. I don't think he's one of the top receivers. Oh, that's Will Crowder. Never mind, he is one of their top receivers. So we finally see a bit of time to throw the deep ball. It's still contested, but you got to make some tough plays in games like this. And Crowder, unbelievable play to come down with that and set up the Colts for their first points. Colts up to the 16-yard line. They're going empty here, and Glenn Barkley is slot right. 4 on the rush to the outside. This is caught by Barkley. Marlon Mack inside for the 1st down and taken down at around the 4. 40 yards for Marlon Mack. A strong start for their running game. And now looking to take the lead. Barkley is the running back. He runs inside, and Glenn Barkley is into the end zone. The Indianapolis Colts have the lead, and they score the game's first touchdown with 4.5 to play in the first half. The Texans take over, and my goodness, Penn going down hard here after a 1-yard gain. Unable to get that run game going how I was hoping, and this team is missing some players. We'll try the outside. Penn gets some space with that good speed, and at least gets 6. That sets up 3rd and 3. These favorable situations will hopefully help us get some longer drives. That's wide open to Amari Jones. Two and a half minutes to go in the first half, and Roseman's got a man open. That is Jermaine Candidate with the catch, up to the 46. At this point here, you'd also love to see us use up the remaining 2 minutes as much as possible. And we wisely let this go to the 2-minute warning. Russ Watson on the field. Will he be there now? No way. 3 receivers, Penn in the backfield. It's 1st and 10. Another 4-man rush. And Roseman dumps it off. Penn falls ahead to the 38. 2nd and 2 for Roseman. Gets it away and got lucky. It wasn't picked off. Off the mark for Robert Penn. 3rd and short. Again, I don't think we can make a field goal from here. So gotta get at least 2. And got it to Robert Penn. Texans inside the 30. Now hopefully we use up time, but don't get to the point where it's like, okay, we run out and totally screw this up. We can't waste opportunities in the playoffs. Roseman on 1st down. To the outside. That one looked to be thrown away. We're going empty now. Throwing once again on 2nd down. And Roseman gets driven down at the 36. Another sack for this Colts front 4. They haven't really blitzed a ton, and they don't need to. Right side having some problems. Now 3rd down and 19. Can Roseman get something? The protection is better. He fires and finds a man! Robert Penn, what's he doing all the way downfield like that? Don't know, don't care. 1st down Texans. But I am curious. Okay, that was an angle route that really developed for a while. You don't expect the late separation like that, but better job by the O-line to make an unlikely play possible. And now we take it inside the 20. We have 1 timeout remaining. At this point, I'm not really worried about leaving them with however many seconds. This is a good job of running the clock already. Roseman over the middle. This one's intercepted. Threw it right to Malik Hooker. On 1st down, I don't like that play, especially with the protection. You can dump that off to Robert Penn once again. Forced it to Jones. And the Colts are going to maintain this lead. Now, perhaps the Colts aren't done here. I thought they might just run the ball or something, but we'll watch what they're able to do after getting out to the 41. So we missed that chance and missed the chance to score off their turnover. 27 seconds on the clock and a lot of time for Winston, but ultimately nothing opened up. Don't want any last-second points here either. Justin Johnson sacks Winston. You should call timeout here. Because if they throw an incompletion, they got to punt the football away. And who knows, you could block it or something. I mean, low percentage stuff, but whatever edge you can get. And that's going to be the half. Low scoring as expected. Texans making it more competitive. But we've had opportunities we haven't cashed in on. And that could ultimately cost you in the end. You don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get. Whoa. Okay, we just had a bug where it sims a whole possession without me being able to see anything happen. And the Colts just ran down the field to get a touchdown. So to begin the 3rd quarter, basically just a bunch of short plays, another penalty. They get a 24-yarder to Glenn Barkley and ultimately a 7-yard touchdown pass to go up 14-3. All right, the bug happened. We're just going to watch the rest of the game regardless. But now we're down 11 to a team we've already lost to twice by multiple scores. Robert Penn, running left, reaches ahead to the 35-yard line. That's good enough for a 1st down. Under 4 yards a carry, I still think we should keep running the football. And we do on 1st down. Penn gets an opening and is up to the 42. And now we're right around 4 yards a carry. 2 receivers top of the screen on 2nd down. Definitely like the running emphasis here, but it's shut down this time to set up 3rd and short. It could be another run. You want to run the football? All right, here you go. You're getting what you want. Free play, maybe? No, Watson didn't get it, and there is no penalty. I thought a defender jumped off sides when that was snapped. Ultimately, no penalty. And the Colts set to take over again. Already up 14-3. We need a good punt, and we get it. Colts backed up at the 7 to start this drive. At the goal line, Winston barely gets it away. On the carry now. Barkley hit down by Beverly to set up third down at the 9. Would love to force them to kick it out of their own end zone. We're playing soft here. 4 receivers on the field for the Colts. Winston, time runs out. He fires a strike and it's broken up at the last second. Almost had a connection there, but we closed on the football. Did not see who broke that up. But we get the punt out of the end zone we were hoping for, and we'll have it to begin in Colts territory. On first down, we have Shadon Roseman wide open, finding candidates. It's a gain of 16. Here's Roseman on 2nd and 8. That's wide open. Inside the 20. Once again, Robert Penn making plays down the field. Whatever we're doing with him in the passing game, I really like. He just ends up always wide open somewhere. If we can't hand it off to him and be successful, I like throwing it to Robert Penn. Now at the 11, Roseman scans and waits too long. He gets sacked by Porter. Inside now on 2nd and 15. That didn't get us anywhere, so a 3rd and long upcoming. Somehow got to get to the end zone. Amari Jones, bottom of the screen. Roseman has some time, but not all day. He's sacked again by Porter, and it's 4th down. Those negative plays really hurt, and that's going to bring out Blankenship once again to at least make it a 1-score game. This is a 40-yard try, and this kick is good. Defense has to really play strong the rest of the way. Marlon Mack starts this drive with a gain of 3, and we're about to hit the 4th quarter. We're looking for that first playoff win in series history. It's going to take a 4th quarter comeback against the team we've lost to twice already this season. I'm not ready for the offseason yet. We're going to bring a little extra pressure now, and Winston finds a receiver on the outside. Good throw and catch. Inside, easy first down, and there goes Marlon Mack into the secondary, averaging north of 6 yards a carry. Inside with Marlon Mack. That time it's stuffed. There's Jackson, Justin Johnson. You can still force a punt here. It's 3rd down and 9. Beverly around the edge. The throw goes outside, and the tackle is made by Tevin Tyson, and they are not in field goal range. We had to get that stop, but they're going to go for it. Oh boy, 4th and 2. We get a stop here. We get the short field. Pressure on the way. Here comes the pressure, and they get to Winston. It's Clyde Foreman. Who is Clyde Foreman? Well, he is the 4th or 5th linebacker on the depth chart right now. He checks in and gets one of the biggest plays of the game and the biggest of his young career. What a time for it. And are we sure that wasn't actually a fumble? But ultimately, we're not going anywhere if we can't find the end zone. This needs to be a touchdown drive now. We get the short field again. We've wasted so many chances. Roseman up top. Deep ball out of bounds. Not sure if that was intentional. Now it's 2nd and 10. Roseman to the outside. Caught by Robert Penn, who has been our most productive receiver, I'm pretty sure. Russ Watson's on the field now for 3rd and 1. And this has to be considered like 4-down territory. Straight ahead. And Penn won't get it! He did not get the block he was looking for. And it's 4th and inches. I don't want to see a field goal try here. Please go for it. We are. Russ Watson, the fullback, on 4th and inches. Toss outside for Robert Penn. He makes the first man miss and gets the first down. What a play for Robert Penn. I bring in running backs that can make the first man miss, and that's why. You have to outperform your blocking sometimes. You can't only be a running back getting what's there. 1st and 10, and they bring the pressure. Roseman slides outside the pocket, fires to the end zone, and it's intercepted! Not a chance you take on 1st down. 2nd interception he's thrown in plus territory on a 1st down play. That was going to be an illegal touching call anyway. I don't like the throw there at all from Rosemond. And that's after Robert Penn just got that huge conversion. Colts at the 20. They take over with 7:36 to go, and Marlon Mack breaks a couple arm tackles to get 7. An injury here to Reeves, and on one of the previous plays, Gordon Norwood got hurt as well for Houston. Glenn Barkley, what a play by Lynn Cox. Out of the slot, standing up, the talented running back. Got to tackle well to play the slot. 3rd down and 3. Staying on the ground, Marlon Mack continues an excellent day. Barkley outperformed him in the previous 2 games, but now it's been all about Mack. Again on the carry, Marlon Mack falls ahead to the 38-yard line, a good run of 5 yards. And that's getting us down to 6 minutes left. Another one for Mack, and taken down quick, Clyde Foreman. I don't know why he's in the game, but he's making plays, so I'm not going to do anything about it. 3rd down and short. Marlon Mack on 3rd and 2 will have the conversion and much more. David Perkins finally stops him at the 47. But this is now where we have no room for error. We really need to make sure we can get the stop. And Winston will throw this pass to the Texans bench. Play fake now. Winston's got some time and dumps it off for a very short gain. So here's the 3rd down of the season right here, and they're going to spread out the defense. Mack's not out there. It's Winston setting up the screen. Glenn Barkley with Quentin Nelson leading the way, won't get it! It's David Perkins! 4th down forced again, and now it's our last chance most likely. Here's what happened on the last interception. We can't do that again. Trying to go over the tape there, and let's see if Roseman can make the adjustment. 4 minutes to go. Where's this beginning? At the 17. We've seen 2 bad interceptions today for Shadon Roseman, and we really have to see him elevate here. He has not thrown a touchdown all year against the Colts. It's now his 12th quarter against them. This will start with a 3-yard gain to Robert Penn. Penn has caught 7 passes today. And on 2nd down and 7, here's Buckner, and the pass goes out. Caught by Amari Jones. Roseman to the air on 1st down. Was going to throw the deep ball now. That's intercepted. Forced it again. You can't force 3 picks in the playoff game and expect to win. Another bad decision. The Texans forced to get the stop once again. It's still possible. It just doesn't feel like it. Marlon Mack gets taken down. Reiner the first one there. This play is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a throw, and Winston will sail it out of bounds, so we're not hitting the warning yet. We could potentially have another stop not even using a timeout. Can the defense do it again? 3rd and 7 off the mark from Winston, and we are getting another shot. I can't believe it. We should have lost this game already. The defense keeps us in the game. The offense lets us down a lot more than the defense does. We got to go all the way down the field. Roseman starts, and we'll throw this pass away. He's 20 of 34. 3 interceptions. At this point, I don't want to see him throw deep. It hasn't worked. 2:11 to go in the game. Roseman still has a chance and gets the pass away. It's a wobbler and somehow caught by candidates. That's a 2-minute warning now at the 43-yard line. Setting up a little screen here for Robert Penn, outrunning the lineman and getting out of bounds at the 43. Roseman to throw it quick, or he wanted to, and gets sacked by Buckner. Only a loss of a few yards, though, so 3rd and 6 at the 47. Downfield now. At the sideline, a flag is down. Is that going to be an unnecessary roughness? It is. Probably not the right call there, but they'll flag Cordale Stewart. And we get up to the Colts 38. We actually have a chance to go and tie it. And we have not seen George Ingram catch a pass today. He's covered here, and that's thrown away. They're missing one of their top corners, and they've still contested nearly every pass, it seems. 2nd and 10 for Roseman. Pressure getting there again. He dumps it off to Robert Penn, spins off the first tackler, and gets a gain of 9. Hurrying up for 3rd down and 2. Off the edge, here's pressure. Pass caught for a first down. Hairston fights his way down to the 22. We still have all of our timeouts. And now 48 seconds. Roseman floats it. It is through the hands of Jones. Incomplete. That was a good look. He had good positioning. And he could not make the catch. 45 seconds to go now. We spread out the defense again. Empty backfield for Roseman. To the outside, broken up for Grubbs. And it's 3rd down. To convert, we have to get inside the 12. Roseman, time to throw. Floats it to the end zone. It is caught by candidate. He's got it. Touchdown. Better deep balls this time from Shadon Roseman. We got the touchdown, and now we need the 2. We got it. Finally a touchdown thrown against the Colts. But we really need this, and Penn's not out there. I have no clue what this is going to be. Roseman, he got it outside. Hairston, yes, he's in. I can't believe it. No way. The pressure was there immediately. He just heaved it over to where Hairston was. He somehow had this space to come back, get it, and get to the end zone. Clutch 4th quarter play at last, and we have a tie game with 35 seconds to go. Oh my. What a playoff game. The second of the series, and this one's going down to the wire. Someone's having a heartbreaking finish. The Colts have time, though. Jameis Winston will get them started in the air. He's going to float downfield, and that pass is thrown away. Beverly applied the pressure. 30 seconds to go. More pressure coming. Dumped off now. Barkley won't have the conversion. Colts call a timeout. We're sending 4. Winston under pressure and sacked again. It's Jabari Carr. Call a timeout. Make them pump the football to you. Come on, Houston. No, you can't let the clock run out there. We're going to overtime now. We got the 4th quarter comeback, and now it's coming down to OT. We won the toss. A touchdown wins it. We already scored 1 touchdown. Can we do it again? We can move on and meet Baltimore, the team that beat us in our first playoff game in year 1. So here we go. Overtime underway. We start at the 25. And it's time for Shadon Roseman to go and win the game. Robert Penn in the backfield on 1st and 10. A stretch to the outside, and they were all over that. 58. He read that. That's Okereke. Roseman on 2nd and 14. Has to get the pass away quick, and only got a few yards to Penn. Already faced with a long 3rd down. This is not what you want to see to start overtime. So can Roseman get 11? Roseman off his back foot just throws the pass away. He felt the rush coming. So here we are having to play some defense. Next score wins. We need a good boot here from Bailey, and we got it. Colts will start with a run. Glenn Barkley broke first contact and then drives ahead to the 40. A field goal wins the game for Indy. On the carry once again, Mack is in the game and converts. He's over 100 yards. Here's a 3rd and 4. Colts have just crossed midfield. Texans looking for a stop. Winston dumps it off. Barkley turns up, makes a move. He's got the 1st down. He juked out Foreman. Again, I'm not exactly sure what's getting Clyde Foreman on the field. That's his first major mistake there, but I don't think any of our linebackers are making that play in space reliably. Barkley to the right side now gets taken down. They're not in field goal range here, and we have to keep it that way. Throwing quick. Oh my, that was nearly picked off. It's 2nd down. No, 3rd down and 12 now. If they don't convert here, they could still try a field goal. But 3rd and 12, they're spreading out the defense. They want the screen. Flag down. And Barkley has the 1st down and steps out at the 30-yard line or so. And it's a roughing the passer call. And the Colts are going to have it now at the 15-yard line. We had to make that play. It's a 32-yard field goal from right here. But Winston will throw it, and they'll get closer, taking this inside the 10. Inside, Marlon Mack has the 1st down. Are they content here just trying the field goal? Not yet. Glenn Barkley is the running back on 1st and goal. They hand it off, and Glenn Barkley runs the Colts to the 2nd round, and the Texans have lost. Their playoff run is over. The best season of the series is over. And the Colts are moving on, having swept us 3 victories against the Houston Texans. Braden Smith cleared the opening, and that's a wrap for the 2027 season. Gave it our best shot, ultimately. Too many mistakes. Only made up for some of them. Roseman had that great last possession, but if we can just not make those mistakes early on, we're in a much better position late in the ball game. We don't need 8 to tie. Maybe it's a touchdown to take the lead. Colts made less mistakes, and that's what it came down to. Low scoring as expected. Too many bad mistakes on the interceptions by Shadon Roseman. As good as his rookie year was as a whole, the second half wasn't phenomenal, and the interceptions started to become a problem. Robert Penn got 58 on the ground. We tried to run the ball today. I like that. I also like that we threw it to him 10 times, and that worked out much better for us. We asked too much of the defense. They played good enough to win. You really need to build the team that can win your division first and foremost. And to do that, to beat the Colts, we have to make this offensive line stronger. That is obviously going to be a key to this next offseason and getting ready to take them on next year. Unfortunately, we lost our 3rd game to Indianapolis, and we've got to remember that going into the offseason. Here's the bracket after 1 round, as the Bengals won. Chiefs ended up winning 34-31. Buccaneers are the 1 seed over in the NFC. Giants are the 2. Here is a look at the Pro Bowl roster for this season. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Gardner Minshew are the quarterbacks in the AFC. And Damon Price, Caleb Baker's in the Pro Bowl. And then McDonald for the Bucks. Okay, we have to go check that out because Baker was our backup for a while. And now he's got the starting job, I believe, with Dallas. So here's Baker in year 7. Accuracy's gotten pretty good. He's an 81 overall right now with the morale. And this was his first chance to start and certainly made the most out of it. 31-14, touchdown to interception. They lost their first or second playoff game on a 4-pick day for Baker. But it looks like Dallas is competitive with him. Robert Penn, the #1 Pro Bowl running back in the AFC. Russ Watson, he made it. A Pro Bowler at fullback. Well, at least we get that after the first round knockout here in the postseason. Randy Wallace, 2nd Pro Bowl center. Gotta work on the rest of the line, though. Defensively, Hillhouse, Jabari Carr. We don't see Beverly or Justin Johnson make it, and now a big decision coming up for Justin Johnson. David Perkins, wow. Reed made it as well, but Perkins is the #1 AFC Pro Bowl free safety. Overall, I mean, we're pretty happy with a season like that. After so much losing, just making it there was a success. But now the expectations will rise. Colts are in the Super Bowl, so maybe that was just a bad matchup for us. It certainly wasn't a good one. I don't want to face that team in the postseason, especially early. Better not forget to check out the awards, though. Patrick Mahomes is the MVP of the league. Doug Peterson, Coach of the Year, now with the Ravens. Mahomes, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Rashaan Evans. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Shadon Roseman. We'll see how he follows it up with his 2nd season. Bryce Beal, Defensive Rookie of the Year, beating out like 4 different Patriot defenders. Best quarterback is Mahomes. Best running back is Robert Penn. Hunter Renfrow, best receiver. Ronnie Stanley. Cordell Hillhouse in his 2nd year. Already racking up the personal awards. And over in the NFC, what do they have going on here? Cody McDonald, Offensive Player of the Year. DJ Morris, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Lionel Walters, Rookie of the Year for the Panthers. Jake Lowry, best quarterback. James Robinson. DJ Morris as a rookie is already the best receiver. Alright, that wraps up the awards then. I can't remember. I think we checked out the stats already. We had to. Yeah, that was Alvin Kamara, most rushing yards. Mahomes, most passing yards. And Renfrow here again. So, great season. Something we can hopefully build upon. And now let's check out the Super Bowl. The Rams were able to blow out Indianapolis 35-14. Not what I expected at all. How good is this Rams offense if they were able to do this to the Colts defense? Well, they have Russell Wilson now. He threw 3 touchdowns. And Cam Akers ran the football well. So did Eddie Ford. And the Colts just couldn't generate much. They took 5 sacks. And the Rams are the champs now going into the next season of the series. But after our best season ever, we look to see how we can build upon it. And here's a look at the developments, if anything changed. We have Roseman still superstar. No changes on the offensive side that I notice. For defense, Hillhouse still star dev. So it looks like we have Sylvester Seymour Part 2 going on now. I mean, what more can he do in 2 seasons? As far as regression goes, this is what we're working with now. Gordon Norwood is 30, Isaiah Fletcher 29, Joe Jackson's 28, 19 lost points here for Khaleke Hudson. Not much for McMullen, Marquise Brown, or David Perkins. DJ Reader down 21, Teddy down 19. nothing too major here. And before we start to talk about re-signings, here's what the contract demands look like. Justin Johnson, that's going to be a very key decision. If we were to sign him, we'd only have $80 million in cap space. That sounds like something we could handle. Robert Bullard at right tackle, McMullen at left guard. Do we make sure we keep them? Do we try free agency there? Does Perkins come back? We'll have to see what next episode brings our way, but it seems like we have the cap space to do really whatever we want with this roster. So that is going to wrap this one up, everybody. And I'm wondering if we had a retirement there. I think Shaq Mason might have retired. He wasn't listed there. Yeah, Mason has retired. So we haven't had many retire in this series from our team. We just don't really have a lot of older players. But now, so many more players retiring around the league. More and more of our league is made up of players that were drafted in series. And we're on to the 2028 season next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Playoffs didn't go how we hoped, but maybe how we expected. Off-season coming your way next time, everybody. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below what you think the Texans need to do this off-season. Have a great day, everybody.